The Vikings came from Scandinavia, a cold and harsh land. They emerged as fierce warriors. Norway, Sweden, and Denmark were their homes. They sailed the seas in longships. The Vikings instilled fear across Europe, known for their raids and conquests. The Viking Age began in the late 8th century. Their first major raid was in England in 793 AD. They attacked the Lindisfarne monastery. This raid marked the beginning of the Viking Age. The Vikings' reputation for brutality spread throughout Europe. They sought wealth and land. Overpopulation in Scandinavia played a role. The Vikings were skilled seafarers. They used the seas to their advantage. They could travel great distances quickly. This made them a formidable force. The Vikings initially focused on raiding coastal settlements and monasteries for treasures. They were also explorers and settlers, establishing settlements in England, Ireland, and France. They reached Iceland and Greenland. Lands or meadows proves they reached North America. They interacted with other cultures, leading to trade and cultural exchange. Raids turned into conquest and settlement. They became rulers of new lands. Their influence spread far and wide. The Vikings were skilled shipbuilders. Their ships were essential for their success. The longship was designed for raiding and warfare. The Nar was a cargo ship. Viking ships were clinker-built. They could navigate rivers and shallow waters. They could travel great distances. Their shipbuilding skills were unmatched. Viking warriors were formidable opponents. They were skilled in combat. They had a variety of weapons. The sword was a common weapon. It was a symbol of status. The axe was another common weapon. It was cheaper than a sword. The spear was versatile. It could be used for both throwing and thrusting. Viking warriors wore armor for protection. Chainmail was the most common type of armor. Helmets protected the head from blows. Shields provided additional protection. Valhalla awaits burial customs of the Vikings. The Vikings had a rich culture and fascinating beliefs about death. They believed in an afterlife, with Valhalla for warriors. Valhalla was ruled by Odin, the god of war and death. Warriors who died bravely went to Valhalla. Burial practices varied among the Vikings. Ship burials were for important Vikings. The deceased was placed in a ship with valuable possessions. The ship was then set on fire to send the soul to Valhalla. Beyond the battlefield, family and society. Family was very important in Viking society. Clans provided support and protection. Farming was a major part of life. They were skilled traders. Viking society had a strong sense of community. Women of the North rights and roles in Viking society. Viking women had more rights than women in other societies. They could own property and inherit land. They could also divorce their husbands. They managed the household and raised children. They worked alongside men. They were involved in farming and crafts. Some women were even warriors. They fought alongside men in battle. Section 8. Legacy of the Raiders. End of an era. The Viking Age lasted for centuries. By the 11th century, the Viking Age was ending. Stronger kingdoms rose in Europe. Scandinavia was Christianized. The Vikings in popular culture. The Vikings continue to fascinate us. They are the subject of many books, movies, and TV shows. Their image has been romanticized. Conclusion. The enduring fascination with the Vikings. The Vikings were more than just raiders. They were skilled shipbuilders and explorers. They had a rich culture and community. They remind us of human ingenuity and exploration.